Hello NFL fans and welcome back to NFLUKOPS. Before we get started, make sure to hit that like button like Henry and spike that subscribe button like Gronk. Andy, what's that?
It's a spooky dancing skeleton.
Don't be stupid. In this episode, the third in the London Games trilogy, we take a look at the Jaguars Broncos matchup and break down the top 5 most haunted places in the UK. So get your bucket of popcorn ready and a cushion to hide behind as we take a look at the 5 most haunted places in the UK. Number 5, said to be home to many ghostly figures, is the Edinburgh Vaults. Built in 1788 under the South Bridge, for 30 years the vaults housed taverns and were used by merchants and cobblers, but later became a hotspot for illegal activities including gambling and body snatching. Rumour has it that 2 of the most notorious body snatchers, Burke and Hare, also used the vaults. Some of the most documented ghosts include Mr. Boots, also named the Watcher, who is a tall, shabby man, and it's said that you can hear his footsteps walking behind you. There is also the Aristocrat, a well-to-do man who is said to lean against the wall and smile at passers-by, and the ghost of Jack the Child, a 6 or 7-year-old boy who is said to grab the hand and clothes of unsuspecting visitors. Number 4, an 872-year-old building which has witnessed the burning of a witch, the hanging of an innkeeper's daughter, and a child buried in the basement. It's the Ancient Ram Inn in Gloucestershire. Formerly a priest's house, and later becoming an inn, rumours have it that visitors have seen the ghost of the hanging lady in the attic, and witnessed 2 monks shimmering in the corner of the bishop's room, with the sounds of screams and wails of the child that was killed by her priestess mother in the cellar. Number 3, the focus of many TV shows and films, including The Conjuring 2, is 284 Green Street, Enfield in London. In 1977, it was reported by single mother and homeowner Peggy Hodgson that furniture had seemingly moved and her daughters had heard unexplained knocking sounds. This claim was supported by over 30 people who had seen objects thrown and the sisters levitating. Some had also heard the knocking sounds and gruff voice of former homeowner Bill Wilkins within the house.
My house!
Number 2, it's in the Guinness Book of World Records for being the most haunted village in the UK. It's Pluckley Village in Kent. Rumoured to have over a dozen ghosts, with some of the most prominent being a spectre of a highwayman who stalks his passers-by from his hiding spot in the tree. A phantom coach and horses spotted in several places within the village. 2 hanging bodies of a colonel and schoolmaster, and the ghost of the White Lady who is allegedly buried in 7 coffins and an oak sarcophagus which haunts the St Nicholas Church. Before we reveal the most haunted place in the UK, we're going to take a quick look at the London Wembley game. This weekend, the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos have flown east for their Halloween matchup at Wembley in London. One player's journey sounded much more eventful than the others. Russell Wilson told reporters after landing that after spending the first 2 hours watching game film, he spent the next 4 hours doing high knees down the aisles. We've got some secret footage of that. Maybe he's planning on launching his own exercise videos after successfully building up his portfolio with the Broncos Country, Let's Ride, and the enthusiastic Danger Witch advert. Anyway, on to the game itself. Both teams coming with a 2-5 record on 4-game losing streaks. If either want to keep their seasons alive, they have to come away with a win in this one. The Jaguars, who have played as the home team at Wembley every year since 2013, own a 4-4 record in London during that time. Quarterback Trevor Lawrence has played much better in his second year, however, he has only thrown 1 touchdown in his past 3 games. The team are happy to have running back Travis Etienne back this season after he missed his entire rookie season through injury. It looks like he'll play a much more prominent role in the offense after James Robinson was traded to the Jets this week. As for the Broncos, Danger Russ Wilson, who has been declared fit after missing last week, will be hoping to get the Broncos riding again in London. Wilson has had a poor start with his team and has only thrown 5 touchdowns versus 3 interceptions this season, with a lowly 83.4 passer rating, and will be hoping to reignite the offence this weekend. Expect a lot of rushing and defence in this game in what we predict to be a low-scoring affair. Let us know down in the comments what you think the score will be in this one. Make sure as soon as you finish watching this game in London, hop over to YouTube to join us with a live play-by-play watch-along of the New York Jets against the New England Patriots. We'll be joined by lifelong fan and Patriots expert Tyler Lamb of Stadium Rants, who will be giving us his pre-game and post-game analysis. And now, the most haunted place in the UK, which is well worth a visit, is the Tower of London. Built in the 11th century by William the Conqueror, it's seen the execution of 3 English queens, the supposed murder of 2 young princes, and centuries of treason, murder and execution. It's said 13 ghosts haunt the Tower of London. Guy Fawkes, who famously tried to assassinate James I in 1605 when he attempted to blow up the House of Parliament. Rumour has it he suffered endless torture on the rack, and his screams can still be heard echoing in the tower. The headless ghost of Anne Boleyn, former wife of Henry VIII, is said to lead a ghostly procession of knights and ladies through Traitor's Gate. 2 young princes, Edward and Richard, who had been locked in the tower by their uncle Richard III and were never seen again. The bones of 2 children have since been discovered under a staircase in the tower, and their apparitions can often be seen playing on the battlements. Other haunting figures, including Henry VI, Lady Jane Grey, Walter Raleigh, and Margaret Pole, along with various animals including monkeys, lions and bears, have also been seen in the night. So let's take a look at this week's prediction leaderboard. A good week for the fans and an up and down week for the rest of us. So let's take a look at this week's predictions, and Thursday night still seems to be a problem for Mark. Thank you so much for watching our Halloween special. Make sure that you watch these 2 videos next, which are the first 2 in our London Games trilogy.